Corrections is a family tradition. How many of you out there are second, third, and fourth generation correctional officers? How many of you out there have mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters who work in corrections? Hello, I'm Gary York, True Prison Stories. Please subscribe if you like this video. I just want to take a few moments to talk about, we always say the corrections family and our brothers and sisters, which even if we are not biological brothers and sisters, we are all brothers and sisters. But today I want to talk about biological family, all working in corrections. We have a lot of that in our business. Take North Florida, for example. North Florida has a more rural area, smaller towns, and in North Florida we have fourth generation corrections and law enforcement. We have people up in North Florida whose mother, father, brother, sister, uncle, aunt, grandfather, grandmother all worked in corrections, and they're carrying on the tradition. I know that in the agency I just left from, we have many father-son combinations. We have some mother-daughter combinations working in the corrections field, and we also have some father-daughter and so forth. So it's very interesting to me how many of the people carry on the family tradition of corrections. You hear a lot of people say, oh, I wouldn't wish that on my family, I wouldn't wish that on anybody, and I understand that. If you're not happy with the job, then you probably feel your family shouldn't be. But there are many people who make this a career, and a good career, and their family siblings carry on the tradition. They end up retiring from the profession, and thank goodness for them, because we need good people, and we need people who are honest and will carry on the tradition in a way that represents us well within the corrections family. There are a lot of husband and wife combinations throughout our country working in our corrections, jails, and prisons. And how does that benefit? Well, you both know the job, so when you go home at night, you probably both can talk about things, or maybe just leave it at the door. You both can do whatever you wish, and each understand each other when they have concerns about corrections. It also helps with the benefits. You get 2 pensions, 2 retirements. But there are many combinations of family members out there working in our prisons. Now let's talk about safety and security. When you have family members working in the prisons or the jails, I know a lot of the prisons and jails like to keep the family members separate. Like you may work in one section of the prison or a separate dorm, and the other family member works in another. I know that my wife and I worked together at Pasco County Sheriff's Office on the same shift. We just did not work the same dormitories together. Sometimes it's better not to have the family members working in the same dorms or the same area, because when something goes down, like a riot or a fight, you're going to be worried, of course, and concerned about your family member, and you may be apt to do something a little unrational at the time, because of course you'll be excited and anxious and in a hurry to help them, and you may forget about helping a fellow officer. So there's several reasons why family members should or should not work together in the same dormitory or same pod. Let me know your thoughts on that. And of course we have the issue of supervising. One of the family members gets promoted. Well, we really don't want a family member supervising another family member. Although the supervising family member may be the most honest person in the world, it just may not look right. It may cause problems if you make a decision for your family member not to do something or to do something, and other officers become jealous, or they start to say, well, he just let his son do that because they're related, or she just let her son do that because they're related, and showing favoritism. So family members should not be supervising family members within the corrections field for that reason. We don't want anyone to have the perception that there's favoritism going on for a family member, or even the allegation coming up. So when you get those type of situations, you want to split the people up so you can avoid those type of perceptions and allegations. Some people may think, my God, that's a shame. If the family's professional, what's the problem? But you just don't want to give it the opportunity to grow and cause any issues within the field. When family members are working at the same jail or the same prison, you have to understand something. Let's say one of the family members is receiving discipline from the jail management or the prison management. Stay out of it, because you don't want to start getting into the business of why the jail management or the prison management gave your husband or your son or your daughter 5 days on the porch with no pay, or a letter of reprimand, or a letter of counseling, anything like that. Because, we all are adults when we work in the prison system. So we may be mother, father, brother, sister, uncle, aunt, and so forth, all working in the same jail or the same prison. But we cannot start letting ourselves get involved with the actions that management takes on one of your relatives, because then it makes you look bad. It makes you look like you're interfering. There are legal ways to take care of issues. If you're not happy with the discipline you received, go through the appeals process, hire an attorney. If you have PBA, get PBA. But families, stay out of other family members' disciplinary actions. Now, award ceremonies, please be there. When your brother, sister, aunt, or uncle who works with you in the prison system gets an award, of course, be there. Get up there with the sheriff or the warden and get in that photo and show them that you're with them 100%. And we'd love to see those award ceremonies, and we love to see families up there. 4 people in uniform, all working for the same jail or prison, doing great and receiving those awards and decorations. So, just a few ideas I want to throw out there about family members, a family tradition of working in corrections. There are many things we could probably bring up regarding this topic. So if you think of something, please let us know. And let's keep up the good work with our biological family tradition in the corrections field and our brothers and sisters in the corrections field. Thanks a lot for watching True Prison Stories.